Hi, dear children. Good morning. Welcome to the science class. I hope you all are writing the fair notes. So, write with good handwriting, dear children. So, today let's start the new chapter number 7. It's on page number 69. Open it, dear children, along with pencils. Rocks and minerals. You know what are rocks? Minerals are the things which are present on our earth. Okay? And here, let's go into the chapter. The three life supporting zones of the earth are shown in the picture. So, in order to support the earth's life, there are three layers, three zones. What are they? Atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere. You already know about the hydrosphere and atmosphere, but do you know what lithosphere is? Can you guess about it by looking at the picture above? So, what is atmosphere, dear children? I hope you already know that. Atmosphere, it's a layer of gases which is around us, right? Which surrounds the earth. It is a layer of gases. Okay? Atmosphere, it is a layer of gases which surrounds the earth. Okay? Hydrosphere means the total amount of water on a planet comes under the hydrosphere. See, if this is the atmosphere which surrounds the earth, it's a gas layer, and this is the amount of water on a planet comes under this hydrosphere layer. Okay, this is the zone. See, in this way, wherever the water quantity is present on the earth, we call it as a hydrosphere layer, hydrosphere zone. Okay, and here we are going to learn a new topic, lithosphere. 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 So, what is this lithosphere? Have you heard the word anytime? Turn around the page number 70. Lithosphere. So, what is lithosphere, dear children? The part of our earth which is covered by rocks is known as lithosphere. Please underline that, dear children. What is lithosphere? Underline that, which is present in blue color. The part of our earth which is covered by rock is known as lithosphere. That means on earth there is some water, grass, rocks. These are animals, human beings. These are all the things which are living on the earth, right? In the same way, the earth, which part is covered with rocks, and that part is, we call it as the lithosphere. Okay? In Greek, lithos means rock. Lithos. Lithos means rock, and sphere means spherical. Rocks and minerals are the major components of the lithosphere. Here, what are the two major components of the lithosphere, dear children? Rocks and minerals. Okay? So here, lithosphere, rocks, minerals. See, you find the two components of lithosphere, and again here there are three types of rocks and two types of minerals. Today, I'll inform in the last again. What you have to do is draw this flowchart in your homework book once. Okay, I'll say in the last again in the one more audio clip. So here, lithosphere has two components, dear children, rocks, minerals. And here rocks have three types. What are the three types of rocks? Igneous, 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 sedimentary, 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 metamorphic, Metamorphic, metamorphic. Here there are two types of minerals. What are they? Metallic and non-metallic. Right? First, let's go into the topic, rocks. So here, what are rocks? Here we are going to learn about the igneous rocks. Look at these photographs showing rocks. Can you find some common features in all these things? What is a common feature in these? No rock is good. All are irregular in shape. Nothing is round. First one. Right? And they are different in colors. Next, these are the features. Of course, the color is also a feature, dear children. Here, they are in different shape, different size, different structure. Yes or no? So let's see detail. All the rocks in the photographs above are granular in appearance. What is the meaning of granular, dear children? I'll explain. Here, the best example I'm going to say is you eat food, right? How you eat food? Will you take each rice from your plate like this? One rice? No. You keep some rice together and you make a rice ball to your hand. So this rice ball is made with some small rice grains. In the same way, these rocks are also made up of a small grains, rock grains. That's it. They are granular. Means it's made up of grains. A small rice, not rice grains, rock grains here. Okay. That is granular in appearance. Means if we break the rock, we get a small grains in that. Okay. However, grain size in each rock sample is different. So if we break one rock, we get different types of grains. If we break a red color one, we get different types of sample grains. Their sizes will be different, their shape may be different. Okay, these are igneous rocks. Okay, the word igneous has been derived from Latin meaning fire. So here, what is the meaning of igneous, dear children? Fire. Why do they keep the igneous word here? Where do these igneous rocks origin? Let's discuss now. So deep inside the earth, rocks are found in molten mass because of very high temperature, 1000 degrees Celsius to 2000 degrees Celsius. This molten mass is known as magma. Please underline that, dear children. Magma is formed inside the earth. I hope you all know what's magma, right? I'll show you the picture. It's very beautiful to see, but danger. So deep inside the earth, so very deep inside the earth, this molten means which is in the melted state, which is in the liquid state. Okay, so butter is the solid state. When it is malted, when it is heated up, we get the liquid state of the butter, that is ghee. In the same way, here magma is the liquid state. It heated up, as it's in the state of the very high temperature. So when it is gets into low temperature, then it comes from the molten state. Then the solid form we get is called rock. Very detailed I explained, don't confuse. See, what is this called, dear children? Have you seen this anytime? So I'll turn the wait. What is this? Magma. This is magma. Okay, what is the temperature surrounds around this magma? It's 1000 to 2000 degrees Celsius. See, there is an English picture, volcano, dear children. If possible, try to watch it. It's a previous picture. There you can find how the origin, how they turn into the oceans. See, the picture is very good. If you free, try to watch it. It's very beautiful picture. You will know the complete picturization about volcano. The other word of magma. Okay. So here, this is the picture of magma. Once look at the page number 71, dear children. Rocks that are formed because of cooling and solidification of magma are called igneous rocks. That's what I told. See, this magma is in liquid state. It gets cooled up. So later on, when it is out of the hills and all, it gets cooled and solidified. Means it gets into a solid state. Then the igneous rocks are formed. Underline that, it's very important. So let's see what are the examples of igneous rocks. Granite, obsidian, basalt, pumice, gabbro, and rhyolite. These are the examples of igneous rocks. Such a difficult names, na? From next generation onwards, children may get these types of names. Granite, obsidian, opsy. Nicknames are very good, right? So I'm going to show you now how this magma is changed into rock. Listen carefully. Okay, by this picture you'll come to know. In this way, magma comes out of the earth. See, it's very hot and it's not an easy thing to handle the magma, dear children. It's very hot. It's very dangerous too. The heat produced from magma, it's more dangerous, more hot. See, in this way, it floats away from where it burst. It flows. See, there is a difference here and here, right? Here, its very liquid state is high and not much solid form. When it is flowing slow, it gets into some solid form. See, there are some solid structures here. See, in this you can find. Here it's in liquid state, but when it is cooling down in the topper layer because of the surrounding temperature, here it gets into solid state. Finally, from this magma, we get some different types of rocks. See, I'll show you the names. Andesite, basalt, diorite, gabbro, granite, obsidian, pegmatite, peridotite, scoria, tuff, rhyolite, pumice. These are the names of igneous rocks. Okay, when the magma completely cooled off, then we get these igneous rocks. Okay, dear children, fine. So here there are some green color. Granular, these are the difficult words meaning. Granular means grainy particles. Molten means when a solid is liquefied due to heat, then this state is called molten state. In the same way, solid state means, solidification means from liquid state it is getting to the solid state is called solidification. Magma is a mixture of liquid rock crystals and gases found deep inside the earth. So what is this magma made up of? It is a liquid rock and gases. So after when it is burst and come out of the earth, because of this temperature outside which is present, it is getting cooled and this liquid state changes into the solid state, and from there we find different types of rocks. Okay, it depends on the land and also it depends on the rocks which is present inside of that particular area where the magma is coming out. We find different types of rocks. Okay, that's all for today, dear children. Learn the topic once again. See, if you find this picture, look at this picture carefully so that you will understand the topic very clearly. Go through this once again. Tomorrow, let's start the sedimentary rocks and metamorphic. Take care, dear children. Bye.